Okay, hear me out. Listen when I say this. You don't need confirmation, you need movement. What happens oftentimes for us is we stay in this space where we feel like we have to wait till we're ready. Wait till I need to hear from God. I need to hear from whatever. I need to hear from this space, right? I need to wait to go to therapy. I need to wait to start that coaching thing. I need to wait. I'm not fully ready for whatever it is. I'm not ready to move, right? And what you end up doing is you put yourself in the space of avoidance. You're teaching your brain that let me do the space of safety because until I feel safe enough, I'll be able to show up the way I want to. That's not the way to go about it, right? Avoidance in any space is not going to help you move to the space that you want to be. The real reality of it, or the real better place to get to, or the place that we want to work to, is let me do the thing anyway, even if it's a first step. Oftentimes when we're talking about managing avoidance or trying to reduce a compulsion or reduce the way that we would typically show up in a space is with a baby step. And that baby step doesn't have to be the whole thing. It's this book, Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, read it. There's also like a couple of other spaces that talk about this similar fact, but it's the compound of these small habits that get us to where we want to be. The same thing works with our exposures. The same thing works with trying to do the thing. What's the next best step that I can take? But I always need to be taking a next best step. Oftentimes, our thoughts around what the place that we're trying to go or the place that we're trying to get to, we have this like vision of how it looks, and it's beautiful and it's perfect, and it's not to say that you won't get there, but there's 6 or 7 other little steps that you can take to get you closer there and to train your brain that it's safe to go there. Here's what I'm talking about. So oftentimes we have our mind that works, right? And there's these synapses that show up and these connections that show us what pathways we should go and decisions we can make. These are guiding our behaviors, right? And every time you do a different behavior, it's creating a new neural pathway that's telling you this is a safer place to go. Imagine a full like open field that has no roads or has no pathway on it. The way you travel the most, of course, that path is clear. That path is the way it needs to get, even if that path is a longer way or the wrong way to get to the place you're trying to go to. What I'm trying to introduce to you is that every time you're making a decision that you don't feel like completely ready for, but you're making a decision anyway, or you're trying a thing anyway, it's coaching your brain to remind yourself like actually you are ready, and it's making a new pathway in the opposite direction. So give yourself permission to try. Give yourself permission to find the next step. The confirmation that you're looking for might literally be in the movement, in the action that you take. Because again, sometimes we overestimate the outcome and underestimate our ability to do the thing. So give yourself permission today. Give yourself permission this week. Ask yourself that question. What is something that I can do? Maybe I'm not ready for all the way over there, and who knows when I will be, but I am ready for this. I can take this step. I can make that phone call. I can send this email. I can make that post. I can call that friend. I can reach out to that resource. And every time you do it, you're training your brain like, oh my gosh, I can. And then it turns into, oh my gosh, I can more often. And then it turns into, there's nothing I can't do, because the answer is always I can. So give yourself permission to do that. It's not confirmation that you need, it's movement. Yeah, take that step.